day has finally arrived. This morning I go in for back surgery, for a fusion. A longer word than just fusion, multiple words, and anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just after 4 in the morning. I've actually been up since 2. I couldn't fall asleep. When I did, I think it was around 11:30 or midnight. Not being able to stay asleep is, I would say, partly because I have a lot of physical pain in my glute area in my leg right now, but mostly from nerves. I think that's kind of par for the course. Being scared and nervous for a procedure like this. I never had anything like that. I'm sure at the end of the day I'll be fine, but it's such an easy situation to get up in your own head about, and that's where I've been for the last few hours. I've been editing some previous footage to keep myself busy. I had a shower here once I realized there was no going back to bed for me. And I guess, I don't know, I keep having the second guessing myself moments, but then I move the wrong way and I get lightning pain throughout my entire leg, and I'm like, this has to happen. I keep thinking about my little girl, and I keep thinking about all the little moments I've missed out on with her this year, and I know that getting this done will hopefully mean that I can put that in the rear view and not have to worry about it anymore. But it's hard for me to not go to those dark places and think, well, the obvious, right? I'm just glad it's getting done. And I needed to sit down and talk to my camera like I do almost every day, and I've been doing consistently, especially for the last few weeks. I'll go in for the procedure. It's at 9:45. I have to be there 2 hours early for prep. I haven't had anything to eat since 6 o'clock last night. They're gonna hook me up to an IV, and then everybody will go over everything with me, I'm assuming, and then the anesthesiologist will knock my butt out, and I'll wake up in the recovery room, God willing. And then they're gonna keep me overnight to monitor me, and then I'll get released tomorrow. My friend Amber will be looking over my tiny home on wheels and my little kitty cat for me, and then she'll be driving my butt back to Calgary, provided I can't do that the following day. And it's a moment now in my life where I'm wanting to kind of take a minute and take it all in and think back on what's led here and everything that's, brought me to this point. Putting myself online here for everybody in the way that I do is definitely a unique situation. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to everybody that's been so supportive of me. That is greatly appreciated. Your thoughts and prayers definitely don't fall on deaf ears. I'm very thankful for my friends and my family that have me in their prayers, and the thousands of other people here on this community that has formed up around my decision to make videos on YouTube. I know many of you have reached out and told me the same thing, and that is a oddly comforting feeling for sure. At the end of the day, though, it's still just it's me, and I gotta go do this. Man up. But I'm very thankful for everybody who's had my back, and will continue to have my back, I'm sure. For those of you that have questioned my decisions regarding surgery and instead of alternatives, again, as I said before, hopefully you're watching this one and you can understand that I'm just doing what is best for myself based on my personal situation. I have family members that have had back surgeries and then come out the other end, passed those tests with flying colors, so to speak. And this was what was recommended to me by the healthcare professionals that I was working with. My situation is uniquely mine, and this is just the best decision for me. And for those people out there that say, oh, you're faking it, this is just a grab for attention, that sucks to be you. You're very negative. You're a very negative person. I'm sorry that the world has convinced you to not trust other people and that you would think somebody would do that. That's very unfortunate, but you have to live with that mindset, not me. And then there may be also people that are saying, well, why are you vlogging all of this? Why aren't you just taking time for yourself and just focusing on the task at hand? And that's because I honestly, 100% love what I'm doing. I truly do love what I'm doing. It helps focus my mind, steady my hand. If I can get creative juices flowing and think about how I can present a story about the story of my life, really invigorates me. And it is what is keeping me from sitting in the corner, rocking uncontrollably until the clock strikes whatever. I truly, truly do love what I do. It is a blessing to be able to wake up now and do this for a living. I think it's important for me to continue telling as much of the story as I can. I hold enough back as it is. This has been something that this community has shared for a very long time. This has been going on since February. And it's not that I feel like it's owed to them, but it's owed to me to finish the story and keep everybody up to date, because everybody, like I said, who has been so supportive, deserve to come along on this experience with me as much as possible. Obviously, I won't be able to film anything in the hospital during the surgery and whatnot. Jokes were made about live streaming the surgery, which would have been funny, sure, but we're not going to do that. Sorry. But I'm a very lucky man when it comes to being able to do what I love now for a living. This injury happened when I was working a full-time job at a shop as a heavy-duty mechanic, well, not a heavy-duty mechanic, but a mechanic. And it was a pre-existing condition, degenerative disc disease, that was aggravated by a certain task I was doing at the shop. I ended up on WCB, which here in Alberta is the Workers' Compensation Board, which is a funded program that helps people that are injured while working. That was a claim that was opened up by the shop I was working at. To my surprise, I had just set out to kind of handle it on my own. It was very, very thoughtful of them to do that, very responsible of them to do that as a employer, and I'm very thankful to them for that. There was a short period of time there where it was beneficial for health reasons, and it was beneficial for financial reasons, because at the beginning of all this, I was losing out on pay, obviously, from work, so that was being covered to a certain percentage by the compensation board. And then when the YouTube channel started to take off and I was offered to go back to the shop in truncated duties that were in line with my current abilities at that time, which was basically just to sit, I really took stock of my life at that point. And I was the most honest I had ever been with anybody, I think. And I told my case officer, my claim officer, case officer? I don't know, we'll say claim officer. No, thank you. I will be contacting the shop. I will be submitting my resignation, because that is not what I want for myself. While I was super appreciative of everything they had done for me up to that point, I knew I didn't want to look back later in my life at that moment and say, man, I wish I had taken that chance and really thrown myself in to creating movies and videos of my life and interacting with this community here. That wasn't something I was prepared to do then, because I've already had a few moments in my life where I don't know if I regret them, but I definitely wish maybe I had done something different, right? I think my life has led me to this point where I have enough knowledge to know what I want, and I think it's worth taking a risk for sure. So I resigned from that position, which got rid of any sort of income from that claim, but the claim still existed to help me along through the healthcare system, which was great. We all know I also put that claim on hold in the summer when I had to take care of my little girl. Back then I was pain-free and it seemed like a good decision at the time, and the universe of course had different plans for me. Pain came rushing back, and when I reactivated the claim, I said, let's do it. I'm willing to travel even if it means having to go 3 hours away, and that's where we are. I'm in Edmonton, Alberta right now in a hotel, and in, about 3 hours I'll be getting out of here and going over to the surgeon's office and getting everything going. So I just wanted to finally lay that all out there, because this is my life now. It has been for a while. I've been working very hard, and I know there's some people, again, in the same camp as people who think somebody would fake an injury like this. They also think it's not real work doing what I do, and I'm not going to give you much time, because it absolutely is. Let's see you do what I do. And my focus right now is to just muster my strength and come out this thing on the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. Thank you all for being here. Welcome back to the channel. I know this is a different style video than we are used to, and if nothing else, it is a very traditional style video log. One thing that's sort of been an interesting comfort in all of this is thinking about how long it's been to get here, how long it's been going on for, and the fact that through no real affect of my own, it's happening in October, and since they're keeping me overnight, I will once again be waking up in a hospital on my birthday. Coincidence or not, I don't know. It's oddly comforting.
Come in peace, Bubbles. No bullshit. Where'd you get the groceries?
I can't talk about that, Mr. Levy. I'm just trying to help Ray out a little bit as I burn this trailer down.
cold hard fact. I kissed the bottle and it tasted like more. It ain't what you got, it's what you're looking for. Around and around, up and down the old ball rolls. And I'm gonna miss it when I go, but it ain't gonna miss me. I've been over the moon and down on my luck. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Been down to the bottom and all the way up. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. It ain't what you done, it's what you're gonna do. It ain't where you've been, it's where you're going to. No, I'm sorry, St. Peter, I don't mean to complain. But can you give it just a minute before you call my name? Nothing worse, nothing hurts like a stone unturned. And I've got candles left to burn and lessons left to learn. I've been over the moon and down on my luck. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Been down to the bottom and all the way up. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. I know we got a long, long way to go. The other side of the world's only halfway home. There might be nothing down that road, but you never know. No, you never know. Around and around, up and down the old ball rolls. And I'm gonna miss it when I go, but it ain't gonna miss me. I've been over the moon and down on my luck. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Been down to the bottom and all the way up. I've seen a little, but it all. Been over the moon and down on my luck. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Been down to the bottom and all the way up. I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Oh, I've seen a little, but it ain't enough. Oh, I've seen a little, but it ain't enough.
I know what it looks like based on
So it's coming, it's gonna be next, right?
When I met you the first time, both of them were in the same kind of boat. You said you're doing fine. And then came back and said, no, I'm not doing fine.
I
Okay.
can tell already, I get those sharp grindings that I have. Is it okay if she takes two?
So this is fun. The pain is super intense, and they gave me Tramadol or something like that, which is a nice Tylenol med. I was able to get my catheter out, which was causing me all sorts of discomfort, so that's nice. I'm going to attempt to walk to the washroom soon. Definitely staying overnight because, yeah, it's almost like I had surgery or something. Yikes. All right. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. Oh, get the Wolfpack bag open. Ugh. Ooh, that's Ginch. That's not what I want. Where is what I want? Oh, dang it. Where did I put this? Reach deep into the crevasse of the bag. Oh, man. This is going to take a minute. Haha. There we go. Get it on you. Represent. Do something about that awesome hairdo. Worth it. And apparently I get to take a fancy ice machine home with me, this box here. Yes, you fill it with ice and then you turn it on and the tubes push the cold air through to this like mat, so kind of like a reverse heating blanket, I assume. I haven't used it yet. I need somebody to show me how. I need an adult. Sitting. Just took me 45 minutes to stand up and then sit down on the chair. Great. Sitting in the chair, very short-lived, started to feel very compressed and sore, and so back in bed now. And I'm just going to take it easy. They gave me another round of fancy Tylenol. It's not doing nothing. I wonder if I have a tolerance to this stuff. I would not be surprised. I think I'm just going to hunker down here for the evening and pray for the best with a quick release in the morning. Not that kind of quick release. Everybody just calm down. Yeah, this is exactly what van life has been training me for. Dude wipes for the win, because you stink, you've been sweating all day. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to me. Apparently, they're sending me home, so this might be the end of this. I gotta get my head around it. Nothing's been working, but we'll get into that in the next vlog. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. Remember, only dead fish and people with broken backs go with the flow. Escape my bed. We gotta put this at the end, just in case I don't get any shots of me looking absolutely ridiculous. 3 times to get the IV in, too. Yikes. Some people's kids. Just playing around. Shit happens. See you in the next one.